Hey, this is Steven Platinum, your friend in wrestling, with Platinum versus Raw for 12 December 28, 2020. What the fuck was that ending? We're going to definitely get to that. We're at the Thunderdome, Tropicana Field, St. Petersburg, Florida. They put up a quick graphic of Brody Lee slash Luke Harper. And that's all you're going to get. I guess you should have expected no less, right? Um, we're at Tropicana Field, St. Petersburg. Tom Phillips joined at ringside. Samoa Joe, Byron Saxton. They hype Sheamus versus Keith Lee for tonight's opener. And the winner is going to challenge Drew McIntyre for the WWE title next Monday night on Raw. Out comes Drew McIntyre, gets his entrance pyro, heads to the ring. Get a replay of the 6-man match where Sheamus dropped Keith Lee after their 6-man win. Drew pays tribute to Brody Lee, which I thought was nice with it. It's Monday, you know what that means. Yeah. He talks about 2020. Thanks everyone for supporting him. Sheamus says they're going to kick the year off right and smash each other up. Music interrupts. Here comes Lee. Keith Lee, that is. Brody Lee. Lee talks about what Sheamus did to him last week, says there's zero trust. Not only do they usually spend half the show promoting the other half of the show, they always spend an inordinate amount of time sort of recapping and catching you up, because things aren't self-evident. It's one of these fundamental problems that I talk about. People don't have natural emotional reactions in the moment. Everything has to be sort of rehashed and recapped, and the guys spend most of their promo time. I bet you if I did a study on this, on Raw in particular, they spend more mic time doing exposition than they do basically doing things that are a promo, that are to promote a match. They spend more time doing exposition, just explaining what has happened before and why they're doing what they're doing. It is not riveting. All right. Exposition in writing and in speaking is not riveting stuff. Sometimes it's necessary, but you don't use it as your go-to because, again, the point of a promo is to promote something. We have the match. It is what it is. Keith Lee wins. Yay. A couple of spots look really wonky, and those are the spots that they choose to show later, which I find really odd. So Keith Lee's the new number one contender. Sure. Yeah. Elias is backstage with Jackson Riker. Someone knocks at the door, but Elias tells Riker to ignore those kinds of things, and he keeps playing. Wow, great segment. The Miz against Grand Metalik. Here comes Miz with John Morrison, then we go to commercial. Jesus fucking Christ. Back from the break, here comes Grand Metalik. Long story short, Grand Metalik wins because Miz is a fucking loser. But at least he doesn't have the Money in the Bank briefcase yet. Again. Oh, wait, no, he's going to get that back later. Yeah. Elias and Riker, there's more pounding on the door. Ooh, we're going back to it. Riker opens the door and Omos is standing there. Ooh. AJ Styles yells at Elias for playing his loud music when he's trying to deal with business. What? Elias makes fun of the fact that AJ didn't get the job done at TLC. Yeah, we're all losers, right? AJ challenges Elias to a match. Then they walk off. Dana Brooke against Shayna Baszler. We go back to the ring. Here comes Dana Brooke. We go to commercial. Fuck me. So instead of having people walk backstage and go to commercial, now they have them enter the ring and then go to commercial. So much better. Shayna Baszler's in the ring without Nia Jax. Long story short, the knee strike followed by the rear naked choke looks really, really great. Shayna Baszler wins. Get a video package showing when Randy Orton set fire to the Fiend at TLC and how Orton was interrupted by Alexa Bliss on a swing. Orton has accepted her invitation to join Bliss in her playground again. To commercial. Long story short, Alexa Bliss challenges him to a match. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We know that. Apparently that's going to happen at the end. The announcers have to sell it like they just saw something like cataclysmic. They use the low voices. They show how Nia Jax attacked and injured Charlotte Flair. This is, there's just so many disconnects, right? So Charlie Caruso asks Charlotte, are you ready to get in the ring with the person who, the most feared woman in WWE who put you out? And she goes like, yeah, me and Asuka we just defeated them. So I'm ready. So all we do is negate. Like in improv terms, you say yes and what that means is you accept what's being told to you and then you add to the information or you add to the feeling that's trying to be generated. You play the game. And everybody here just negates each other. We just showed a clip of Nia Jax taking her out. She's asking, man, what are you thinking going into this fight with the most feared woman in WWE? Obviously, that's the thing they're trying to get over. And Charlotte just goes like, well, we've beaten her already. And I'm ready, so it's no big deal. Jesus fucking Christ. AJ Styles against Elias. The match is fine. They go to commercial during it, of course. AJ wins. Yeah. AJ's posing with Omos. They hype Ricochet against Mustafa Ali. Tom shows us a clip from Ricochet's emotional promo that was on Raw Talk last week, so in case you missed it, and of course you missed it. Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, good match. What can I say? But the notion of the referee not disqualifying Mustafa Ali for being pulled out of the ring by somebody at ringside, for the repeated distractions, for people getting in the ring, it's fucking ludicrous. And so Ricochet fights back, hitting at one point an incredibly dangerous move, this DDT that completely missed the apron and went all the way to the floor. It was actually made my heart skip a beat. There were a couple spots in this thing where people could have gotten incredibly, seriously hurt. It was fucking reckless as shit. But at the end of the day, Ricochet goes for the shooting star press, but Ali gets the knees up, puts him in the Koji clutch, and then Ricochet passes out. And then Ricochet won't join Retribution and gets away. Charlie Caruso's back there with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. She asks about a New Year's resolution. Jax says hers are to end Charlotte Flair's rise to the top and to get the tag titles back. Baszler walks off. Jax has a third resolution. She's officially entering in the Royal Rumble match for the women's. Great. Baszler comes back, says she likes the last idea. Tom wonders if Baszler has also entered herself in the Rumble match. Fucking duh. They don't have enough women. Otherwise, we got Charlotte Flair against Nia Jax. And again, we don't talk about Charlotte. Oh, God, whatever. So we've got the match. So Flair's coming to the ring with Asuka there as well. They get pyro. They head to the ring. They go to commercial. When they come back, we get a whole recap of how Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre was made for next week. And then Charlie's back there with McIntyre. So, again, fucking Jesus, man, this fucking show. So they show the women going to the ring. And the precedent that we've set is people go to the ring, we go to commercial, we come back, the match starts. Now, we've got people going to the ring, go to commercial, and then we come back and we're talking about completely other shit. Completely losing the thread of the point of showing people coming to the ring, which is to hook and drag them through the commercial so they're ready for a match. And now you're denying them that match right away. This is so shitty, guys. It is so fucking awful. It is so unbelievably badly done. There's no rhyme or reason or consistency to even how they're doing it to see if something's working. It's so bad. Here comes Jax and Shayna Baszler. Yay. Match happens. So Flair gets the figure four locked in, but Baszler puts her in the rear naked choke, so the referee calls a DQ. Asuka hits the ring to attack, but Baszler and Jax retreat. Oh boy. We see the video of Hurt Business arriving earlier today. They bully and taunt that staff member they've been bullying. And they plug the 8-man tag team match. Go to commercial. So we plug that tag team match. So what do we get? We get Charlie Caruso with Angel Garza. A segment annoying enough that I make a meme out of it. So find me on Facebook or my Instagram or my Twitter, and you can see these memes that I make. He's running around. He runs into R-Truth. Caruso looks confused. Garza walks off. We get a replay of Big E defeating Sami Zayn to win the Intercontinental title in a lumberjack match. By the way, that was the highest rated SmackDown of the year, even though it was a pre-taped show. And the reason it did so well is because it felt like a natural consequence. They've been building up Big E for a while. Big E pins Sami Zayn in a multi-person match. He got his title shot and he won it clean. Hopefully we learn a lesson. Riddle gets to do his shtick. He says, we could be the little bronies to the team. Whatever. The New Day, Riddle, and Jeff Hardy against the Hurt Business. This should be a big deal match, but this is just kind of like a throwaway here. The match is very good. It's very good. I mean, everybody knows what they're doing. The Hurt Business wins. Lashley keeps beating Hardy, getting him in his full Nelson and getting him to tap. They have certainly put that over sufficiently. Hurt Business win. Miz and Morrison are backstage. Adam Pearce gives Miz his Money in the Bank briefcase back because Morrison cashed it in and he's not allowed to cash in Miz's briefcase for him. And then they have a celebration that lasts just a little too long. Raw Talk, now that they're actually getting stuff out of it, well, it's going to have the New Day, Keith Lee and Asuka. Great. So, still to come, Alexa Bliss's challenge to Randy Orton, back to commercial. And then they promote yet again Keith Lee against Drew McIntyre, which is great. They've promoted that many, many times. They don't have the rest of the card worked out, of course, but they have that. And so that's what they're going to promote. Ain't mad at it. Bliss is there in the ring. We had a bit earlier where Orton was sort of destroying the set, by the way, the Firefly Funhouse. I didn't go over that because I just wanted to get through this. This show just doesn't encourage. So, long and short of it, Bliss pulls out a can of gasoline. She places it at his feet. She challenges Orton to do to her what she did to him, the Fiend, burn her alive. He won't do it at first. She pours gas on herself, blah, blah, blah. The lights start going down. Orton's lit some matches. They shine a light on his face, and he looks so crazy and menacing. The announcers are begging him not to light her on fire. And then we go off the air. Fuck a duck. Fucking awful. This has been Steven Platinum versus Raw. God, what shit. What shit.